All right. So now that we're on the main account, now we can see that there is actually a treasury event going on. There is apparently some type of glitch where a bunch of players did not get a treasury event, and they are looking into it, but no ETA on when they expect to have that resolved. There's, of course, the conspiracy theory going around that the players who do not have a treasury are the free-to-play people, because the treasury this month actually has good stuff in it, and they don't want to give people who haven't spent anything that treasury for free. Hopefully that's not the case. But looking at the treasury, looking at the officers in the treasury, yeah, that's a good treasury pack. Hugh, 5 of 11, 6 of 11, 20 shards apiece. This is absolutely the type of treasury pack that you would save your broken deceiling rods for and cash in if you were trying to get a free treasury. This alone, you don't even need to scroll down. Whatever else it has in it is just icing on top of it. I would absolutely cash in a treasury pack just for, 60 of these officer shards if I were a free-to-play player. Just like the other month. Absolutely. Absolutely. What didn't we have this 2 or 3 months ago where it was like Dax and Odo and somebody else, and it was like, oh yeah, 3 epic officers. Why doesn't my free-to-play account have it? Let me put in a ticket to customer service. Oh, we're not sure why that happened. We can't control why packs are available though, so sorry. And now here we have the same issue again. You bumped it to the moderators. They bumped it to the development team. The development team tried a quick fix. It didn't work. Now they're looking into it. No ETA on a resolution yet. Well, here I am putting it out there again. If anybody else is having an issue where you do not see a free treasury, you don't. If you're a free-to-play player, actually, let me rephrase that. If you don't have a treasury, please let me know. I'm trying to keep in tabs of who it is, and especially let me know your ops level and whether or not you are a free-to-play or if you've spent any money, because I have a feeling that this is all linked to the fact that they got rid of the $5 treasury keys a few months back, didn't tell anybody that they did that, and then that's why people are having an issue here. I hope I'm wrong about all of that. I hope it really is just some, glitch and not something that was just sort of kind of just swept under the rug. And yeah, we made a change. And, it kind of feels like that movie Office Space, right? Where they were supposed to fire that guy Milton, but nobody told him. And then they never switched off his payroll, so he just kept getting a check. So he just kept showing up to work every day. And this is one of those things where they're like, oh, yeah, we just fixed the glitch. So free to play stopped getting good treasury packs, but they didn't tell anybody that they made that change. They kind of just did it behind the scenes. So hopefully that's not the case, but that certainly is the prevailing theory about what's actually going on here. Maverick, you do not have a treasury. You are Ops 45, and you are free to play. Stewie is free to play on your alts, and you do have the treasury. Okay. Yeah, I have the rods on my free to play account here. I have 6,000 broken deceiling rods because I haven't seen one in the last 2 to 3 months that was worth getting. The last one I saw was 3 months ago, and I wanted to get that one, but couldn't. And even if I had wanted to go into the store to buy the deceiling rod for this account, it wasn't even offered to me. And it was like, how can the key to the treasury not be offered to every player? Well, we can't control the algorithm. I'm like, that's the worst answer I've ever heard. You absolutely can control the algorithm. You've just chosen how you are controlling the algorithm. Absolutely. Poor Milton. Excuse me. I didn't get my paycheck. Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to payroll about that. I've been this whole place down. I love that movie. Uh, Maverick, you're sitting on a bunch of deceiling rods yourself. Yep. Uh, I'm right there with you. So I've raised the issue. I had one of the moderators looking into it. Like I said, they were following up, and there was no ETA on a resolution yet. Well, there better be an ETA. It's got to be done within the next 4 days, right? Otherwise, the Treasury event is done, or 5 days, the treasury event will be done and go away. And then they'll be like, oh, we're really sorry. And I'll be like, yeah, no, unless there's a big comp pack or big comp thing going to players who got screwed out of this, which is basically the equivalent of the treasury. Uh, that might be one of those unforgivable sins. So, Taurus, you got plenty of rods this time around. You're cashing it in? Absolutely. 1 month they had to manually turn in the rod. Well, the treasury has not been without its glitches for sure. But, just looking right there at the top, I mean, okay, Diode's great. These are the officers that we're getting, these Borg officers. This is outstanding, especially given how important it seems Hugh really is for a below deck officer, and just how unreliable the sourcing is for him through those epic Borg solo armada chests. As you can see, I don't have him unlocked yet, and even buying this wouldn't get him unlocked for me. I'd still be 23 shards short, but I'll get that much closer. And then we got the usual materials. We got a bunch of dilithium because this is more of a research heavy pack. And then we've got, plenty of G4 and G3 materials in here as well. Ace, thank you very much for renewing your subscription for month number 4. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Maverick, you're up to 7,000. Yeah, my main account, I think I'm only at like 3,100 on this one because I did one a month or two ago. I think I've got 3,100 on this, so if I want this particular pack, I may have to actually purchase the treasury. I'm kind of intentionally... Oh, it's in materials. That's why I always forget, because that doesn't feel like it should be in a materials, but it is. I got 3,100, so I'm not getting it this month. Could get a free one next month, probably. But I'm purposely trying to slow roll this a little bit, because once you hit the number of kills, your timer now only has 3 days left on it. And given that today is the 14th, there's a pretty decent chance, again, tomorrow the monthly event pack will go away. So if you haven't bought your monthly resource pack, that'll go away. If it isn't, actually, I think it went away today. I think it's already gone. Maybe not. Maybe it's still there. It's not on my account because I already got it for this month. Yeah, I don't know if it's still there or not, but usually it goes away around the 14th or 15th of the month. And then we find out about 3 or 4 days later is when we get the web store event that gives out extra bonus officer shards for spending and buying packs through the web store. And there is not an event up yet on the web store, but if I were going to be interested in getting the treasury this month and did have to pay for it, I'd like to try to overlap and double dip with that. So I'm kind of trying to slow roll this and not cash this in just yet. Maverick, you got 7,000 of them, so you're finally going to use a bunch. Yes, you kind of just, I mean, when you get them through, the 30-day packs and the overflows, you always have that fear of missing out, right? Because when you cash one in, you're always like, well, is the next month going to be better than what this month was? If I waste them here and now I'm down to like 2,000 or less than that, and it's going to be 2 or 3 months before I accumulate enough. Because between the 30-day chest, the battle pass overflow, and the flash pass overthrow. Yeah, we're overthrowing them. Overflow. You get about 1,000 a month. It's 1080 is what you get. So you have to go about 4 months to get the 4,000 that you need. It's 4 months, and then 3.5 months. with getting enough key or rods to open a treasury. So if you cash one in and you're like, is this the best treasury I'm going to see for the next, 3 or 4 months? That's what you kind of have to weigh yourself. Is this one good? Is this one good enough? Is next month going to be better? And then usually people end up just holding them for a while, and then you find yourself with 6, 7, 8,000 of them, and now you're starting to think, okay, well, even if I cash this one in, I'm still going to get my 30-day chest. I'm still going to get my overflow. That's going to get me pretty close. I'll get, maybe next month I'll be able to hit another 30-day chest that might just get me over the limit. So even if the one next month is better, I might still have enough rods to claim 2 months in a row or something. So hey, Grurum, welcome on in. Need those Hue shards. Absolutely. Olympus, you always try and keep one in reserve just in case a good month comes around. That's not a bad strategy. Get to 8,000 and then buy one if it's something good. And then just in case another one comes around, you have that backup one. Makes sense. DJ Love. Yeah, the officers this one are great. It's 3 of the best officers in the game, and they're all in the same bundle. Speaking of Borg bundles, we were talking a while back. We haven't had one of these recruit bundles in a while, where the ones where they charge you like 1,000 ultras for one pack instead of 800. And lo and behold, look at what we got. We got an ultra recruit pack that charges you 1,000 and gives you a limited chance at getting some officers, and they are tying things in, giving you some Borg officers. Now, most of these officers I've already got maxed out. The 2 that I don't here, I would like to have more 11 and 4 shards, but I don't know that I'm going to risk it, especially when it is just a 50-50. There's no extra weight to the Borg officers, so you're getting 12 shards. So if I say I'm getting 6 epics, I could get 6 Gary Mitchells. Sorry, Gary. I know you're the brunt of so many jokes, and I feel bad for you. I really do. But I just don't see using your officer for many things, because you're only, your captain's ability is station defense, and you're giving yourself a damage bonus for 1 round when hit by a critical hit. Like, your abilities just aren't that good. But you're very good for away teams, and I use you to try and get Spock shards all the time. But I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You've got 8 epic officers in here. Okay, fine. We'll open one for science. Just for science purposes. So hey, look at that. We got 2 Gary Mitchells and 1 Crass. But I also got 2 11 of 11s and 3 4 of 11s in that pack. So that's actually not... That actually worked out pretty well.